Greetings, gamers. I hope this intro finds you well. Today we have another 2 minis unlocked from our Patreon feed because I didn't record a full episode this week, so enjoy! We have 47 Minutes in Heaven featuring Jory, which is from February 4th, and So Nutty, ... So Buttery from February 25th. Like what you hear? Go to patreon.com/lateandnight to receive a minisode every single week and access our backlog of 5 years of them. Lately, Brian recorded himself playing Resident Evil 8, so we've got a little Let's Plays on there. We play crosswords, we do all sorts of stupid shit. So if you enjoy stupid shit, patreon.com/lateandnight. Enjoy the minis! Hey everybody, I'm stoned. Welcome to the mini. Jory's here also.
Oh, did it take effect that quickly?
I vaped marijuana.
I don't know how long it takes to.
I know that you don't.
Marijuana effect.
I've been stoned. I stepped outside for like 2 seconds. I took 2 tooths and came back stoned.
I have vaped like twice, and it does set in alarmingly fast.
It's that quickly? I always thought it was like, I don't know.
You've vaped.
Yeah, but I was bad at it.
Yeah. No, you were literally using a vape that's the kind that you give old people because it like measures out the dose and stops.
Yeah. Right. And it took a while to like affect me.
Well, yeah, it's like when it's your first time smoking weed in a long time, you like don't really get high.
Yeah. So you can understand my question.
No, I can't because you're a coward.
I'm not saying I'm not a coward, but that was objectively a good question. Could you have a smaller bottle of juice? The size of this is throwing me off. I need that to be a smaller bottle of juice because
I didn't want to get a cup, and I realized there's a cup literally visible behind me. But I don't know. I'm happy with this.
So it's a mini. We're talking to Jory. We have video on, but we're not releasing it. But Leighton is drinking from a 3-gallon cran apple. That. Is that a cran?
It's cran raspberry.
Cran raspberry.
It's delicious.
Isn't there an extremely topical viral video where there's a man skateboarding and drinking from a huge thing of Ocean Spray?
Very topical.
Yes.
Not from 5 years ago.
Fleetwood Mac song.
Yeah, that's right.
Shut up.
It just hit the interweb. Is that what it was? Streams, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna admit something here. I don't like Fleetwood Mac. They do like less than nothing for me, and I am in such a minority.
You really are.
Dreams is the one song where I'm like, I love that song. Everything else does like nothing.
Yeah, but have you seen the video of them performing Silver Springs live where it's like 2 people hating each other more than
that is a fun backdrop.
I haven't seen that. That sounds great.
But what do you guys like Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, of course.
Not particularly.
But Leighton, you like Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah.
They're not in the negatives for me as they are for you, Brian. I like them fine.
I'm not like a massive fan. Okay, yeah, this is good. Hold on.
You hate thinking about tomorrow.
Can
you reconcile that?
So true. This is a watch after the call, but this video is so fucking great.
Fuck.
What is it?
Is this AI upsampled? Oh, actually, no. It's from 2018. I assume it is not.
Okay, I'll watch this later.
Top comment: imagine having a guitar solo in your own diss track. It's true. It's like everyone on this stage fucking hates your ass.
Okay, now
isn't it terribly melancholy the way things just fall apart?
Yeah,
I think it's pretty based actually.
A Chebe style. The Fleetwood Mac. Okay, so it's Mick Fleetwood. Is it a play? Is there a Mac or is it just Mick Fleetwood and then Mac is like the Mick?
You're talking to the wrong people, my man.
Yeah, I don't know the lore. I just like them passively.
People, when I'm too young to be in the Fleetwood Mac demographic, they're an old person band.
Hey Siri, how old is Fleetwood Mac? Fleetwood Mac is 58 years.
There's been 58 years of it, I guess.
Uh-huh. Is that even possible? I guess it's possible. Is that true? Has the band been around for 58 years? I guess that is.
Time passes, baby. It's.
I mean, that is possible. They started in the 60s, late 60s. Yeah.
Ryan, you're the one who's good at math.
I mean, that is true.
And also
they started in the late 60s. If they started in, what did they say, 58? They started in 1968, which is, I mean, they're old enough to have started then. That is possible. Is that true? Jory, you're making a series of incredible faces here.
That aren't being recorded.
Oh, now we can't hear you.
I muted myself so I could type using my incredibly loud keyboard, and I fucked everything up. So the band was originally called Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac.
What a dope name.
Founding member Peter Green.
Yep.
But wait, who the fuck is Mac?
I think it's Mick.
Fuck that.
Maybe it's a Big Mac. And they all hate each other now, is that correct? Any individual hates any other individual who used to be in Fleetwood Mac? I assume it's one of those bands.
Yeah, right?
I'm just putting this video on quietly in the background. It's just going to be distracting tone setting for me for the rest of this podcast record.
Hold on. I want to look something up.
I don't hear a deafeningly loud keyboard.
I have.
How are we supposed to know that you're looking something up if we don't hear your blue switches, bro?
Oh, here. This is what it was. Oh, yes. At some point, you should watch the music video for "Do It Again," featuring the Beach Boys, John Stamos, and Mark McGrath.
What's "Do It Again"? Not the Steely Dan song?
Not the Steely Dan song?
No, it is a Beach Boys song, and it fucking sucks.
I love how much you hate later era Beach Boys. It makes me so happy.
I really
it's
do.
Mike Love era Beach Boys that sucks.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, you know. Yes, that's right. I mean, Mike Love sucks.
Yeah.
For a million different reasons. But also the music is bad. There's some Tom Sharpling quote, which is like, what's more fun than watching a bunch of 80-year-olds pretend to be teenagers? Like that's what
so
it is
depressing.
Now. It's so depressing. But you should watch this John Stamos, Mark McGrath, and maybe Mike Love, I can't remember, video, which is a cover of a Beach Boys song and is everything that's wrong with everything.
It sounds agonizing.
Yeah, you got to drop like an actual link to this.
Oh, okay, fine. Give me a second here. Let me find it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on simultaneously to this Silver Springs video as a second distracting tone setting.
This is good podcasting. I sent you guys what my top row of
Here
YouTube recommendations was, and I think it's just like a really scathing indictment of my watch habits.
All right, it is in the chat. Now, this I would actually like us to at least start watching right now.
Oh, are we going to sync it, or are we just kind of doing it loosely?
Yeah, let's sync it.
Okay.
It is again.
Oh no.
Okay, ready? It's at 0.
Yeah.
Are we ready? 3. Jory, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3. I'm not going to do my bit where I like count down to the countdown thing here. I'm just going to count down and we're going to play it. Okay? Are we all on the same page about that? Okay. 3,
I'm in agreement completely.
2, 1, play.
Great, we're doing it. Oh no, not the hat. People at home, you better have started with us. Oh, this sucks.
This is as awful as it could possibly be.
I know.
I wasn't prepared for how bad this was going to be. What? No, not seeing the other camera.
Ugh! There's like, this song would feel creepy sung by a 20-year-old and sung by a 900-year-old. It is so bothersome.
Especially an asshole. Mike Love is wearing a hat that says Mike Love on it.
Honestly, I can't hate on that at all, because if I had an embroidered hat that said Jory Griffiths, I would wear it everywhere. That's so funny.
Why is he giving such like Jigsaw John Kramer?
I know. Also, this song is bad.
Ugh.
I need them to like back the fuck up from the camera. I can't be that close to them.
This is as exposed as something can be without being overexposed. Look how bright
It is the whitest thing I've ever seen in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Could make a strong argument that Mike Love's face just is that color. If there's no actual overexposure happening. This is
pasting in footage of when he was younger is even worse.
Comments
directed by John Stamos.
Is it really?
Yes.
Look how close up they are, and all of them. You can't even see they're like below their nipples.
The plaque on their tongues, man.
Yeah.
Whenever people talk about plaque on tongues, I get self-conscious. I'm like, there's definitely plaque.
No, me too. Oh, mine's terrible. I have a tongue.
Do you guys scrape your tongue?
Yeah,
I do,
and
it just
I don't do it.
You can never do enough.
I'm always up on that tongue scraper and that mouthwash.
Now Stamos looks good here.
Stamos does look good.
I think it's a really scathing indictment that the comments are turned off on this video.
Absolutely it is, because it's... What could you say about this? That's good.
It's bringing me joy.
Do it. Do it.
Just non-musically barking do it while the final chorus is going.
Look at that neatly trimmed goatee.
Ugh. All right.
Terrible.
Mercifully brief.
But still bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Thanks.
It's like what's the video? Who is it doing the worst beat of all time that we talked about on the show that you sent me the video of?
Oh my God. Who was it? It was someone good, wasn't it? It was
yeah, someone legitimately talented.
Fuck. Was it Pharrell Williams?
No, I don't think it was.
So did I say Pharrell?
I accept it. I want you both to know that the Silver Springs video has ended, and it auto-played the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame performance of While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
With Prince.
But it's the 2021 remaster where they fucked up the edit where you see his guitar come down after he throws it in the air. Because in the original televised version of it, Prince throws his guitar into the air,
at the end,
and then the camera cuts, and you never see the guitar come back down.
Yes.
So it's as if he secreted away with magic.
Yes.
I love that.
That's so fucking cool.
There was some other angle of that. There was some mystery about where did he go or something like that. And then there was something dumb where another angle came out and it was like, oh, he walked off stage.
Yeah, Abraham Zapruder was there and he caught another angle on it.
On the purple knoll.
Many times.
That was at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Leighton, you came in. You said you had some hot takes to bless us with.
Oh,
today.
fuck.
So
no, I didn't. Hold on. No, I didn't.
What are your hottest hot takes?
See, Brian, don't ask me to talk, because what I'm going to talk about is that.
Okay, did you get any interesting emails recently?
What is this about?
Not even where I was going. I was going to talk about how I'm legitimately grieving my extremely modded Fallout New Vegas save on my Steam Deck, and the fact that I had to nuke everything, that I have to start over, and I still can't figure out what files I'm not deleting, and I don't know what to do, and I just want it back.
Brian, this isn't a bit. I'm being very serious.
No, I
Step
know.
very carefully.
Very upset.
That I've been harassing Jory about also. He's aware. Also, the hubris of me gushing about all the different mods that I had going to the next day.
Yeah, that's agonizing. I felt for you there.
Anyway, Jory, I got a really bad email today.
What is it?
It was the first thing I saw when I woke up.
Do you want to talk about it or no?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I'm happy to talk about it on this mini-sode. And you know what? It really doesn't. This kind of thing doesn't faze me anymore.
My blood is running cold right now, just speculating about what this might be.
Well, actually, what do you think it is, Jory? Before Leighton said, don't look at your text yet. Don't look at your text.
Oh, you sent it?
Yeah. What do you think this email
I hope I put
is
it in
about?
the right
Just give me the general idea of this email.
Well, it's tough because you're talking about it semi-publicly. So that sort of closes off some avenues of what it could be.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. This is about as close as it can get without it being something that could be talked about publicly.
I think that is true.
It's right.
Okay. I mean, is it the work of a pervert?
I mean, who am I?
That wasn't a no.
No, it wasn't a no. I mean, it's certainly the work of a pervert.
You're in the right wheelhouse.
Just read it. You're not going to guess.
Okay, now read it. Read it out loud.
Don't read it out loud. I think it'll kill me.
Oh my god. So yes, I was unfortunately correct that it is the work of a loathsome pervert.
Okay, Leighton, why don't you tell everybody?
I'll read.
What
was that laugh?
Or do you want me to read it? That's actually
yeah, I think
terrible.
it would gratify this person too much to hear me read it.
Okay, I refuse to say your name because this is, I no.
Yeah, that's wise.
Okay. Dear X, I'm a huge fan of you and your work. You are absolutely gorgeous.
Brian!
I was wondering.
Read it straight ahead!
I must channel my muse, Jory. Okay, now I have to start over.
I'm squeaky toying. No!
Dear.
Don't make that face!
The
most I've ever wanted the video to be visible to the listener.
Huge fan of you and your work. You are absolutely gorgeous. I was wondering if you might be open to selling your worn underwear privately. If not, sorry for bothering you. Thanks. Name.
It's the if not sorry for bothering you that kills me because I put that on every fucking email.
Now, the thing I like are the
normal
canned
stuff.
replies here. Look at the canned replies, which are, of course you can. Yes, comma, of course you can. Or no, comma, sorry. Now, which of the first two replies did you choose, Leighton?
You know, I actually bad place to pause in this sentence. There was one time back when I used to post more and I would get this kind of shit in my DMs a lot. I was like drunk with a friend and I was showing them the latest one that I had gotten and I handed the phone to them. And as I was handing it to them, their finger pressed the accept message button. And like, we didn't really notice right away, but the guy did and said,
"Oh my God.
So is that a yes?" And then I immediately panic blocked, but it was the most horrifying fucking...
What a terrible feeling. So the thing, okay, some context here. You texted me about this morning. While I was...
It was the first thing I saw when I woke up, and I immediately sent it to Brian.
What I like, Leighton and I are on similar schedules. I wake up with Audrey, and you were often up at around that time. So I will often get texts from you when we're getting ready for school. And I was doing Wordle with Audrey when this text came in. And I know, when I see a Leighton text and Audrey is looking at the phone, swipe up fast. And
Brian's energy talking about this type of shit is so... It's killing me. Such relish.
I was, first of all, what a near miss. What a near miss to almost have my daughter see this email. Yeah. But
it's the world we live in, kid. Get used to it. If you're hot on the internet, you can get men email. Emailing is the thing. Who emails?
The thing I said to you earlier, Leighton, was, now, for most people, right, if you were the type of people, I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. If you were the type of person who would sell your underwear on the internet, that information would be out there. People would know about this. You probably wouldn't
be on the street
doing
corner
it to
with
randos.
Like a bell and like one of the signs that you twirl.
It's like a reverse Salvation Army. Yeah, that's right. If you were the type of person who was going to sell your underwear, this would be public knowledge. You could just Google it. And
I don't have like some black market underwear thing, at least not my underwear. It's someone else's, but you gotta dig into that.
Now this is
and how does she source it? Don't ask.
I'll never tell. A lady never tells.
That's right.
This is going to sound like virtue signaling.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've never sent an email like that one before.
That's you know what, Jory, I'm gonna join this club that you're a part of here. Neither have I.
Bully for us, Brian. But
I think we're the true winners here.
I do think though, like, you know how when you're like, you are sweating an email that you're about to send, where I sometimes truly, I need to strike the enter key and remove myself from the room.
I did that recently.
Do you think that Name Withheld did something similar to that? Or is this just like a work-a-day thing? Is he sending off 20 of these?
It must be like a numbers thing, right?
Maybe.
It's like people who
I
are
can
really
confirm it is.
successful on apps where they just swipe right on literally everyone. And like maybe one of them is into it. But it's also, it's like, what's your success rate? What's your confidence level?
I always wondered this. Just
can I borrow
approaching
your
0%?
I know you want to buy my underwear. Can I buy your email shamelessness? Because I feel like I would benefit from that.
Now we all have a price. Leighton, what's your number?
That's the worst fucking question to ask.
Why are you digging in?
Why is this?
Because I can tell you my number.
What's your number, Brian? Starring Anna Faris and Chris Evans.
I will sell anyone my worn underwear, and I don't care.
What's your number?
Yeah, like what?
Starring Anna Faris and Chris Evans.
Yeah, like what would you charge to remake that movie?
It's a really good Cine2Nerdle poll.
I'm just gonna say, if you email me to buy my worn underwear, I do have a price point, and I will sell it to you. I'm putting this out there. There are two things I now put out in the public eye for general consumption. One is that I would still join Team 10 if asked.
You have been so consistent about that over the years.
For like 8 fucking years. Longer than that.
It is a true statement. I would happily join Team 10 if they wanted me. And the other is that I will sell you my worn underwear. And by worn, I don't just mean was on my body. I mean has holes in it. So, and not the waist hole, not the pants holes, the leg holes, not the crotch hole, extra holes, like special holes that come from a life well lived. So if anyone's out there listening to this and you want to buy my worn underwear, I encourage you to email me.
This
with
is
an offer.
This is male privilege that you can do that as a bit.
That is so true.
I agree.
And not worry about it. While we were sitting here talking about this email, I got a text from an unknown number that had an image attached, and like it hit my desktop before it went to like spam or whatever. So just imagine I didn't see it. I don't know what it was. It was probably innocuous, but it really puts you in a state of hyper arousal, even if it's really funny. And when bad things happen to you, you just turn it into being funny because that's the only way the world makes sense.
That's right. It is genuinely awful that you get emails like this. Like I can't imagine it.
I howled with laughter because of the context in the presentation, not the fact that you had received the email.
It's funny. I like sent it to everybody immediately. Like this fucking rules.
Waking nightmare.
Yeah, first thing when I wake up. I don't know why. Like waking up and checking my email is a terrible practice. But
what's the worst form to get this message in? Telegram?
Carrier pigeon?
Oh, that's a bad one.
Fax?
Actually, I know that the answer is in person. But
well, yes. Yeah. Fax would be terrible. I think there's something about the fact that faxing manifests a tangible physical object in the other person's home or place of business. I think we should bring that back. It brings some it has weight. It's not just an abstract thing anymore. There is an object in your home or office space now that has whatever this person wanted to send you on it.
When was the last time you sent a fax? Like had to send a fax?
2016.
I mean, probably close to that for me. There was some thing I had to send in. It was like a governmental thing and or some official form or something. The only way to send it in. And this was within the past 10 years was to fax it.
I feel like that's finally over now.
Yes. Now you can maybe email things.
I want
Blatant.
I want the micro USB to go the way of the fax machine. I want them done. I want them gone. I don't want to buy a new thing that has that. Like I thought we were done. We had our time. This is the point where I maybe have one of them around. I put the rest of them away. All my good ones are USB-C now.
I still get a new thing that uses them once every couple of years.
I fucking hate it. And there's I don't understand. There are a couple micro USB plugs, or there's like the camera USB plug.
Yeah, with the little different chunk. It's almost like a trapper.
Yes, exactly.
Is that FireWire?
I don't think. I think it's USB.
Oh, well, I think they're kind of the same protocol with
Are
different.
they?
Never mind.
Oh, I didn't know that. But then there's another small USB thing, which is a little bit, which is chunkier. Right? There's like the trapezoid
Yes.
one, and then there's like
also a square one.
smaller. It's like square, but with little flare up at the top.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
it's just got a certain je ne sais quoi.
Yes, and it drives me insane.
Yeah, cords are terrible. There's the failure point no matter how much you try to protect them. If it's like your bedside phone cable, it's just
Right.
gonna-
And with USB-C, now that what's this thing? It's like there are cables that have the same plug but work differently. It's like based on there's something where there are two cables that have a look. You're never going to believe what I'm holding now. A USB-C cable, same plug, this USB-C plug, but charged differently because of different.
Oh, like the
electrical
thing where you
properties of the
you
cable.
put it into your device, it doesn't charge, then you flip it over and it does. I have that with my iPad all the time.
No, it's not just that. It's like the length of the cable, I think, matters or something like this.
Weird.
It's a complete failure of product design. And I wish I could remember specifically what I'm
If
talking
we
about.
can't
but I
have universal healthcare or democracy or whatever else, can we at least have a cord? Can we just have the same cord and the cords work? That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
I don't have high demands. I have no standards or expectations for anything positive in the world, but can we have the fucking cords, please?
I have like very unhealthy habits where like, you know, like all the stuff about how like, yeah, frequent cell phone use probably is going to give you cancer. Like you're probably irradiating your brain. I stopped even feigning to care about that a long time ago.
It's also not true.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
And so I'll just like, I'll be in my, like, I'll fall asleep listening to a podcast. And like, usually the form that takes is like lying on back, phone, like right here, speaker end pointing at face. So I can hear jokes that lull me to sleep and keep the thoughts away. And I'm going to say, trying hard not to exaggerate, I probably wake up once a week being strangled by my phone cord. And this is just a problem without a solution.
It's the real Black Mirror, Jory.
Now, this discussion of,
Is it?
Of
Hold on.
one's health. Yes.
You're
please.
moving on to health, but I have a related thing that I want to bring up specifically to Jory because I keep meaning to tell you this. That's such a scary way to begin a sentence.
I know.
I had somebody hit me with a "don't worry" BTW message and then spent a long time typing.
No.
It was a bit.
That bit.
Yeah, we're doing a bit, not to stress me out, but it was, yeah.
I can top that. Rachel's Minneapolis, a family member in Minneapolis this week sent her a I need you to call me immediately text. And drops everything, calls them, and she's like, "What's going on?" And they say, "I just wanted to hear your voice."
Oh.
And she's like, "Bad week for that
Not a
particular
week for
text."
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was that, Jory, tell me if you do this. We've talked frequently and also, wrote a game about this of like, the constant intrusive thoughts of your death in increasingly slapstickish and cartoonish ways that you simply cannot get out of your head and contribute to your agoraphobia, et cetera, et cetera. I do a thing wherein I have a moment where that almost happens and I have the really vivid intrusive thought of me dying in whatever graphic way. But almost always there's like a cut to an after the fact thing of me being dead and me thinking like, yeah, so I got hit by a bus. It's always like a really matter of fact statement of like, yeah, I was walking the dog and in my head, my backpack got caught by a passing car's side view mirror and yanked my head off of my body.
Yes, it's always yanked.
That
I don't know. Is that
reminds
relatable?
me.
If ever I die, jury's out. But if ever I die, I really hope that for some reason an edit is done where there's a hard cut to my headstone with a bong sound, because that's in every one of my intrusive thoughts without fail.
I've never seen anybody identify that trope specifically before, but it's so true.
And the headstone just says, "And you don't know how you died." It just says he died the way he lived, and then you have to be like, What? I'm gonna pitch you guys a movie idea. Okay.
All right. I hate movies.
This is a porn movie. Okay, it's called.
It's had some real James Gum energy when you said that.
This is a porn movie.
Your Ted Levine really is good.
Thank you.
Wait, can you do the whole thing in that voice?
No, because I can't sustain it. Let me just tell you the title of this. Someone's probably done this. It's called Final Breastination.
Has Brian ever said a joke porn movie title on this podcast before?
Oh, no, never.
No.
And here's the idea. So it's a group of people, and they interrupt an orgy, and they prevent a group of people from coming, right? And then the whole movie is these like Rube Goldberg type devices by which they individually come. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's this increasingly elaborate, like they're driving behind, a truck filled with nipples, and
I've always
the truck.
I've always wanted a Final Destination movie that felt like an OK Go music video.
Yeah, that's right.
Or sorry, a porn that feels like watching an OK Go music video.
You mean OK Come?
What do you guys think of OK Go?
Don't hurt me.
The videos are great. The music is fine. I like watching the videos. I like watching the videos with Audrey. They're compelling. They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The songs are fun, pretty generic pop songs. Like, they're not bad. I mean, the videos are pretty cool. At some point, I don't know. It's fine. It's not my particular thing, but I do like watching the videos, and I appreciate the thought and craftsmanship that goes into making them.
Does it end up just feeling kind of craven at a certain point to be some like original mid or early 2000s like YouTube viral? I mean, the fucking treadmill one where it's like negative 12 megapixels.
Right.
Does it feel kind of craven to have the budget that they have now and like still doing it? Kind of feels like we're past that moment where you try on the internet.
I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Idea's good enough. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't hold any ire towards it. This isn't something I'm like stewing on. I'm just stoned and this is what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It does feel very 15 years ago.
I mean, you articulating it that way did make me appreciate that their videos still feel very practical and they could be a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, well, it's nice that they still are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I assume that they have a series of directors and producers who are coming up with the entire concept and everything. But still, I mean, it looks like hard work.
It's always interesting to me to be a band who's known for something other than music, right? And that, I mean, look, I have a music career because of a video game channel, so I'm one to fucking talk here. But it's wild that I mean, that's the reason they are well known, is because they have cool music videos. And it's not cheating or anything. I'm not saying it's a negative, but it is, at some point you have to wonder, like, what would they be without the music videos? Like, if they just put out an album, which maybe they do, I assume they do, without videos, do people care? Do people like the music? I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of forgot they existed until this conversation, and I used to really like them in high school.
It's fun. It's fun stuff. And again, Audrey and I like watch these videos all the time. Like, they're great, especially with the kid. You know, the Vomit Comet one is cool. The one with that ends with them getting splattered with paint guns with the Rube Goldberg machine. Second Rube Goldberg mention.
Yeah, that one where they're making wine. They're in a wine stomping competition and they fall off the platform. I go, ow. That one's really funny.
Yeah,
the one with the
one
cat
where they have to
playing
make
the keyboard.
Vita Vita Benjamin. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah.
The one where the train is coming up to the camera and comes to a stop.
That's right.
Really
and then they all run out of the way.
And it's really scary.
It's really scary.
I want there to be a category on doesthedogdie.com that's a train is coming in the camera. That's really scary.
Those are all, like, I think it's HBO. Criterion definitely has some of these like late 19th century films, and they're like 3 minutes long, and they're fucking fun to
That's
watch.
dope. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Like I'll watch Buster Keaton stuff with Audrey from time to time, 20s
Culture.
stuff, and it
That
fucking
rules.
works. Some of those effects are unbelievable, right? Even
Yeah.
now, like you're like, Jesus Christ.
What's his butt? The fucking Little Nemo motherfucker. Who did that cartoon of like the dinosaur walking at the camera and it eats a tree and that
Oh
shit.
yeah, I forget it. Yeah.
That film like fascinated me when I was a child.
Were you guys a Spike and Mike's Twisted animation
Oh yeah.
fan? Have we talked about this ever?
I don't think so.
I
I'm
was
too
a
young for this,
big
probably.
Spike and Mike fan. I would go see all of the so Spike and Mike they would have these animation. Basically, it was a movie that would play in art houses, and they had an animation festival and then a Sick and Twisted animation festival.
Yeah.
And the Sick and Twisted one, I saw so many, very core things for me, including Don Hertzfeldt's Rejected.
Oh.
Probably that's not the first time I saw Bambi Meets Godzilla, but
I definitely saw it for the first time in that context. Yeah.
a
lot of Bill Plimpton.
I was just about to say a lot of Bill Plimpton stuff. Yeah. Frog Baseball, that kind of stuff. I think Beavis and Butthead became like the poster children for.
Look at how fucking cool this poster
is
that I just put in the chat.
Oh
yeah, I forget that illustrator's name.
Yep. This is exactly the shit I'm talking about. Yep.
Yeah, I
would see this
up completely when I was a kid.
When it would come. San Diego was where I was for most of this, and I would always go see it. Do I remember any of these?
I've never heard of this before somehow.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I saw. Did I see this one? This one, nothing in this particular poster is ringing any bells. What year was this?
I remember Bulimiator, which is probably disgustingly problematic.
Oh, look at this. This is exactly where I went to see it. Museum of Contemporary Art, San Diego.
Amazing.
Yeah. What year? 1992. Okay, so that's like well before I would have been there to see it.
But no, like talking about this is making me realize, like, it's possible I wouldn't like Don Hertzfeldt's cartoons now in 2026, but like
Rejected is so good.
It's very funny, and I'm realizing I haven't seen any of them since the last time I made it to one of these like Mike Judge animation festival things. I think the last one I saw was Everything Is Going to Be Okay, or It's Such a Beautiful Day.
It's such a I think the most depressed I've ever been walking out of a movie was It's Such a Beautiful Day. We were living in London, so it was probably
bad spot for that, huh?
15, and I was like, oh, sick, a new Don Hertzfeldt. I went to see it.
It's the saddest thing you've ever seen.
It is so sad. Yes. And it's, it's Don Hertzfeldt, so it's got a lot of redeeming qualities. But I just remember, and Audrey was a newborn at this point. So I was like getting out of the house. And
do you think it would make you throw up now? Her throw up, excuse me.
Oh, she would not like it. It would make her sad. She would just be
Jory doesn't know this story.
Okay.
No.
So listeners have already heard this story. I took Audrey up to Big Bear about a month ago.
Sorry, folks. This is called friendship.
And we had a day out and we were snow tubing and stuff. And then came back to our Airbnb and she was watching something in her room. And I was like doing some work on my laptop. And she comes out and she's like, Dad, I don't feel good. I saw something that upset me. And I was like, well, what happened, honey? And she had seen a video that somehow mentioned the existence of Fallout. And the idea of a post-apocalyptic world shook her to her core, so much so that she fully barfed a lot on the Airbnb's white shag carpet.
That's so achingly sincere. That's so lovely. Oh,
I was just like, it's one of those things where, if a kid comes up to you and they're like, I don't feel good. Kids say this shit all the time. You're like, well, just like,
kids are constantly going up to Brian.
Yeah, they're like, it's because I don't feel good about why that man is standing there.
Why are they saying this to you in this scenario?
That's a good question. So anyway, but like all the as a parent, you hear all the time, "Oh, I don't feel good. My tummy hurts." You say, "Okay, well, just sit down and have some water, and you'll be okay." And 99% of the time, that is correct. Like they just need a hug or, just some kind of reassurance. Not this time, Jory. She sat down
It's the
on the
real
couch
deal.
and was like, and
Walton Goggins is so handsome. How could they do that to his face?
yeah.
Okay, you know,
Yes, I loved him in The Shield, Daddy. I
think they did a really good job with the ghoul makeup. I hate that it's the Bethesda ghoul where it's like you're the smooth skin now, you motherfucker. I don't like what they do with his nose. The nose is weird. It's like they cut it off really nicely, but it shouldn't be like pitch black. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it quite works. I think production design wise, I think it's smart for a TV show for them to keep it pretty economical how much CG they need to use, but I don't think it looks very good.
Before getting on here, I was watching a streamer that I like play Fallout 2, and he was talking to Harold, and it's like, damn it. I know Harold's like not technically a ghoul, but they look so cool in those games. Like, fine, I'll point to set or whatever. Like, there's a ghoul. They look fucked up.
I keep debating if I should watch this show.
Fallout?
Yeah.
Maybe. I said this a couple of weeks ago. I told Brian that he needs to experience a bad Fallout before he plays a good Fallout.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe if you watch the show, that can stand in for your bad Fallout.
I watched
not to say that the show's bad. It seems like it's really competently made and fun, but
I watched 2 episodes of the show. I did not feel that it was for me. I think there's something about the balance of comedy.
Look how much he hated it. Oh, he hated it so much. He's so diplomatic right now. When we get off this call, he's going to rail against this show.
The thing I'm building up to, the reason I'm being so diplomatic, is that Michael Emerson plays a prominent role in episode 2.
Mm-hmm. He's in Enclave Boy. I know, it's like, wow, what a perfect casting for this little motherfucker.
He's very good and funny in his limited screen time.
We have been watching as a family the show Elsbeth, which is apparently
that isn't real.
Set in the good wife, good fight universe, starring Carrie Preston, the wife of Michael Emerson, and he plays an antagonist in a lot of season 2.
Does he play Judge Milton Crawford?
Indeed, he does, Jory. That's correct. And you get to watch. He is at his most Weasley. I mean, I do like Lost, he's pretty Weasley. In Evil, he's definitely Weasley. This is the most Weasley I've ever seen him. And he's there's a lot of like, oh, Tassione. Oh, Miss Tassione. What an unfortunate coincidence. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's
Brian with the impressions today. He's really nailing it. And
was that a good one?
It was.
It was. Yeah. The O alone.
Oh.
And when he's got his little glasses on.
He's in the group of actors who look like a cartoon mouse, and you're making it worse because you wear glasses.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, I think there's got to be self-awareness there. You don't look like 100%. Michael Emerson and wear those glasses.
Yeah.
No, he's playing a type, and
there's aura.
He's and Carrie Preston is actually very fun in the show. This is Audrey's first mystery TV show. It's not a mystery. It's as they say, it's a how catch 'em, much like Columbo, right?
Yeah.
And so you see the crime being committed right away. You know who did it most of the episodes, and then you have to see her outsmart them and figure it out.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. And this is the first time Rachel and I were watching one, or I was watching one or something. And Audrey walked in. She was like, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh, you're old. You can see this." And she was just like, because it's like a cool, quirky woman solving mysteries, and she was so in.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. I was gonna say I was watching the. It's a good thing I'm not one of those guys, right? Scenes from Lost earlier. Mm-hmm. It's good. He's eating the cereal. That shit's. He's so good on Lost. It's fucked.
He's good in everything, honestly.
It's when he's what's the fake name that he uses when
Henry Gale. It's Dorothy's father.
Yeah. It's during that whole arc. I forget what else is happening. I guess it's been a year since I've watched Lost now. It's kind of crazy.
Wow. Yeah. How are you feeling about it?
Great show. I am feeling lost. .jpg.
Mhm.
I started watching The Leftovers a
Mm.
few months ago.
For the first
And
time, or
yeah, and everything I have heard about that show, with all kindness meant to the cast and crew involved in its production, is that the first season is very bad, and then season 2 and 3 are thought of as being one of the best TV shows of all time. So far, I can confirm season 1 is pretty rough to get through. I was having a pretty bad time.
I have
Although
not been able to get through season 1.
I've heard that season 1 is depressing. I hadn't heard that it was bad. Is it bad?
It's
The depressing isn't the issue for me, at least.
Right. You love
it
that
is
shit.
if what was happening was uniquely depraved and uniquely depressing, I think I would probably be having a good time. But instead, just like the moral and personal issues that are being discussed just have no complexity or nuance whatsoever. It's just the characters are very sad.
And I've read the book, and the show, the first season is basically the book, and the book is bad.
I see.
Darn.
It
turns into like a saccharine romance by the like it felt like reading a Nicholas Sparks book a little bit. It was like
interesting.
Am I right? It's like a sausage party type thing where a bunch of food after Thanksgiving is in a fridge, and there's some kind of event where half the food disappears from the fridge, right? And then the remaining food has to ask itself, why is it still there? And how do you live in a world, where clearly there's some kind of supernatural thing that happened, but you're not a part of it.
Correct. This was the thing that bothered me about the book, and maybe would also bother me about the show, is that it sets up a very interesting event in a very interesting world.
And then it's not.
And it doesn't want to do it. Yeah.
Right.
It's
they never answer like, what happened, right?
There's more. I don't even want an answer to what happened. I just want like, what's going on in the world that this is happening. Like the book Suffer the Children, which is a vampire book that I really love.
I remember you've talked about this.
Extremely depressing, but it's that like every child in the world under the age of 16 dies simultaneously. And that book does exactly what I wanted from The Leftovers, basically. Thanks. And also is just like way more fucked up, but it like goes so deep and realistic about like what the actual fallout would be, even before
you told me about this book,
right? Because the kids come back and they're vampires, right?
Yeah, the only way they can stay alive is if they give them blood, and there's not enough blood in the whole world, so it turns into everyone kind of killing each other to get a couple of pints of blood to have their children alive for a couple of hours. Yeah. And then of course the children are coming back wrong now.
Right.
It's fabulous. I love that book. I should reread that book.
Well,
this isn't even a mini anymore. This is like,
I know, but I do have to edit this. So I think we should, as much as I'd love to keep talking, I think we should call it here. But Jory, thank you for joining us.
It's been such a pleasure. I'll litigate my sausage party takes after this call has ended.
Oh yes, please. Can you just give us a quick little summary of how much you loved it.
Season 3 when?
More like seasonings when, right? Because it's food.
6 seasons.
I understand what you're doing, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, if it worked, it wouldn't be late night. Bye, everybody.
Well.
You did all the wells. I can't contribute now.
Yep, you're not allowed to say any of the other ones. So if you say another well in the course of this episode, you will be summarily executed.
Well, okay.
Boys, take him away.
Seems like an easy way out.
Bake him away, toys. Why is my phone?
Now, what is going on? Okay, what is that? Who's calling you?
Spam call. Mm-hmm. Scam likely.
That my agent. Scam likely.
Yeah. Scam likely is such a perfect name.
It is. Much like the names in Stroker Ace we were discussing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know these books, Dungeon Crawler Carl? Have you seen these around?
I've heard of it, yeah.
I think they've been hovering on the edge of my consciousness for a while. Yeah. Because of the, that like black type on yellow background kind of cover. And I just realized that they were a series. Do you know anything about these? Are they supposed to be good?
Um, I've seen from Redditors that it's really good, so I assume they're bad.
Well, okay. So this is exactly where I'm going with this because I am very reluctant, and I don't know if this is just my age or what. Anything where it's like, oh, that looks that looks interesting. Oh, it's a series. Oh no,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. I think I just don't want to get involved in a series, and I can't even remember the last time I read like. I guess actually, you know what? The last series I read was Now Scarred.
No, actually, the last series you read was Dan Brown's Robert Langdon books.
Is that? I guess it's a series. I
It
guess.
is. It's a
I guess
series
it
by
is.
Matt Dinneman about a man, Carl, and his ex-girlfriend's cat, Princess Donut, who are forced to survive a deadly intergalactic game show after Earth is
So
destroyed and transformed into a massive dungeon. That truly sounds fucking awful.
I agree with that, and I see so many people reading them. So are they? Now maybe they're fun. I know I was literally just reading the Wikipedia on this. It used the phrase lit RPG, which is
Yeah.
a term I've never seen before, but I assume is well known. And I just like I'm like, okay, it's probably a fun, easy breezy read. I feel like the potential that it's actually good is very low.
Yeah. And I think just on a mere taste level, I just automatically know that, like, no, regardless of quality, just the interests being signaled by what I've seen about it is like, no,
I
thank
think
you.
so too. I agree, and I want to give it a chance, but
Do
the
you?
science a little bit. I'm always in the market for an interesting new book, but I don't know anything that seems that popular. Is like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about this, but there are exceptions, right? Maybe it's really fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like when
Every
people kept
yeah.
telling me to read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and it's like, I don't want to explode a vein in my forehead.
Now, it's funny you mentioned that because I did start to read that and really liked it, but it was on tour and I just kind of put it down. So that is, I think, next on my list to read
Interesting.
because I liked the beginning quite a lot. I got maybe 100 pages in and then just, kind of went away from it and forgot to pick it up again. But I am going to read that next.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, you and I have talked about this. I remember you saying you would prefer not to read that because of what
Yeah.
it's about.
Yeah. It's like, brother, I lived that. I'm good. There's no way you're being accurate.
Right.
Um, ugh, I
I don't
hate
know. But
books.
I just finished. It took me a long time to get through this monumental Brahms biography
Oh, yeah.
by Jan Swafford, which was fucking awesome. Oh my God, I love this book. It was, I mean, it's 650 or so pages and like dense pages.
Right.
And it was about a composer I knew a little bit about, but not that much. And I just thought it was one of the best books I've read in a very, very long time.
Really?
I mean, it's hard to take a biography like that and make it like compelling, right?
Yeah.
That's that, especially at that length. I mean, Christ. And yes, he's a towering figure in classical music, but oh my God, how many details can there be? But it has several things going for it. One is the guy lived in a very Leighton.
I'm the one editing this, so
Leighton. Yeah. How many of these have you edited previously?
a few, if I'm being honest.
A couple, I would say. But yes, thank you. Or you are now officially with this one taking over the editing duties, and I do appreciate you for that.
Yes, of course.
So yes, you can choose to keep in your phone ringtone. Oh man, I never since you don't edit these that much, I could really wreak some havoc, right? I could start dropping your home address and your phone number and just things that you have to edit out.
Right. Well, I would mute your entire track. It can
What
just
if
be me talking
every
to myself.
fourth word I said was your phone one number?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. One's the country code. Anyway, so the things going for Brahms were one, he lived at a very interesting time. He was born in I forget exactly when. It's like mid to late 19th century is when he lived. And There's a lot of cool stuff happening and a lot of very interesting figures that he overlaps with. So, like just in music, there was a big rivalry between him and Wagner, right? You were in the Brahms camp, you were in the Wagner camp. And then Schumann and Schumann's wife and one of Brahms's closest friends, Clara, amazing people. And then you've got other, titans of 20th century and 19th century things going on. Mahler pops up. He, briefly meets Brahms. It's also World War I is on the horizon. And you can see, as the book continues, the rise of anti-Semitism in Europe, and where that's going. So it's like all this, the kind of peak and decline of a particular civilization. Like,
when did he die?
Was it 1890-ish?
Okay.
Let's look. Hold on. Brahms.
Wow, you just finished the book and you don't
90.
even
Okay, I was going to guess 97. Yeah, 1897. 1833 to 1897. So, you're just on the cusp of modernism. And in fact, some modernist stuff is happening.
Right.
And he's at a very particular time and place where very epochal, however you say that word, things are about to and are occurring. The other thing is there's a lot of like sources left over. He wrote a lot of letters. He actually destroyed a lot of things because he was aware that he was famous. And he's like, I don't want this shit out there. And so a lot of his early manuscripts and pieces are not available. He didn't leave drafts, generally speaking. You just see the final work, and he would like throw stuff away all the time. But he was, as many people were, communicating with a lot of letters to people who saved their Brahms letters because he was fucking famous. And, that makes for a great biographer. That makes a great resource for a biographer. And the guy who wrote it is also a composer and can talk a bit about the music and the music theory from a composer's point of view, which is interesting. I just thought this book was awesome. And the interesting guy, by all accounts, kind of a curmudgeon.
My favorite kind.
Yes.
Of mudgeon.
Sort of a dick, but who was warm to the people he loved, except not all the time. Sometimes he would just say horrible things to them for no reason. But also would walk through the streets with his pockets filled with candy to give out to urchins. Like, and apparently you'd see him walking through the streets of Vienna just surrounded by kids because he'd be handing out candy to them.
Urchins run miles for composer's candy, pocket candy.
Brahms pocket candy, yeah. And the other thing that I really loved about this book is it like goes through everything. I think there's not a single piece that goes unmentioned. And the more interesting ones now, you can just pull up and listen to it and be like, oh my God, that's so cool. I
do love that with a book, being able to look up whatever songs are being mentioned.
Yep. And the guy, it's I don't know. It is interesting. I mentioned this when we talked about him a while ago, maybe on the Miles episode. But towards the end of his life, he saw that his style of music was waning. And, that he was basically at the end of an era. And he thought that nobody would remember him. He's like, okay, I crushed this, but I will be thrown in the dustbin of history. And that's simply not true, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
People talk about him as one of the greats. During his life, people talked about the three Bs, Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms. And he was like, well, whatever. I can see this isn't going to last. And,
I mean, to quote Tony Soprano, it's good to be in something from the ground floor, but lately I'm getting the feeling that I came in at the end.
Uh-huh. Yep. Did you just look that up? Is that what that typing was?
I needed to confirm.
I like that quote a lot.
Me too. I mean, it's the thesis of the show. It's hard not to like.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. We are such fucking
man.
snobs. Like, oh, Dungeon Crawler Carl seems shitty. Check out this 600-page biography of Brahms.
Yeah, well, I am, as the big man upstairs made me. I'm talking about the large dude that lived upstairs from us that my mother had an affair with.
Speaking of pretentious, have you watched many of Ostland's films? The Square and Triangle of Sadness and Force Majeure?
Literally none.
Okay. I watched The Square and Triangle of Sadness as a double feature the other night.
Hmm.
And great stuff. It's extremely Swedish. Um and I
Did
was
you like?
getting
I've heard good things about Triangle of Sadness. Did you like it?
I really liked it. The third act goes in a direction that kind of kills it, but it's still good. I mean, his movies are so long and they're more like anthologies of scenes.
Hmm.
Um, but I didn't realize how much people hated his shit. Um,
Oh, do they?
yeah, and it's one of the biggest
Cool.
offenders of people being like it's so pretentious. It's like what do you actually mean when you say
It means
that?
you have to think about it a little bit, probably.
Yeah, and I mean, it's both of those movies are very skewering of the rich, and so people kind of calling the hypocrisy of a man who has won the Palme d'Or twice,
Hmm.
making movies that are essentially about can voters, and then them lapping it up. So I can see that perspective, but
Can I just say real quick?
mm,
I neglected to say. I would stop myself from saying I was skewering the rich when I was fucking my way through Caviar Row,
hmm
but
that's
then I
good.
decided not to say it. But
But
now I'm saying it anyway. Please continue.
yeah, Triangle. Both of those movies are extremely funny. Like I haven't laughed that hard in a movie in a bit, other than the
I've
one that we saw the other
heard.
night.
I've heard that Triangle is very funny. Yeah.
And The Square wasn't streaming for a really long time, and so I was excited to finally watch it because it's on Tubi. Um, but yeah, I really, really liked both of those movies. And there's a Justice Genesis needle drop in The
Mm,
Square that
nice.
hit just right because it's in the
Hit
context of
justice right.
yeah, it's in the context of one character like making someone else put it on the stereo in the car and being like, "Justice is great." Like, wow, so true, King.
Justice
Um,
is great.
Dominic West is in The Square.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really liked both of the movies and how slow and long
Hmm.
and kind of like lack of plot both of them are. I highly recommend both of them, and I'm probably going to watch Force Majeure tonight because apparently it's the most broad appeal
Hmm.
one, where I would say The Square is probably the most anti broad appeal.
Is there anything in Triangle of Sadness you feel like I couldn't handle?
How are you with vomiting?
I mean, yum yum yum, slurp slurp slurp.
Right, right, right. Uh,
I can. I don't. It doesn't bother me.
there's no gore, but there is like I almost threw up.
I've heard of this about the movie that it get. Yeah. Yes. I've
But
heard that.
I think you would really, really like it, and I think you would be interested in the third act because it's similar to a thing that we've talked about a lot. I don't think it works within the context of the movie. Like, I
Hmm.
think I read a review from somebody who was like, this is the first movie I've liked that I've walked out of. And at the end of the second act, there's a bit that I also thought was the end of the movie. And the person was saying that they walked out right after that because they were like,
Mm,
that's where I want the story to end. It was a 10 out of a 10. I don't need
mm.
to see the rest. Perfect, which I respect. That's very funny.
Wow. What a way to see something.
And I kind of agree. Like, if it had
Mm,
ended after the end of the second act, because like the third act kind of loses all the momentum and then starts dragging, and it's kind of
mm,
reiterating the points made by the first two acts with not. And
mm.
it's like this is shit that drives me fucking crazy. People saying this satire isn't subtle at all when it's like clearly intentionally being as on the nose as possible. Like, people are
Yes.
so obsessed with projecting subtlety onto things that are clearly not trying to be
Yes.
subtle. uh I didn't publish this review because I don't want to start shit, but
Oh, I'm excited now.
I wrote out my letterbox review for The Square, 4 stars and a heart. I think if I looked at movies with very intentionally on the nose satire slash theme slash imagery, and every time went like, absolutely no subtlety at all, so smug, we get it, that I would have better self esteem because it seems to be really working out for some people.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Both of them were really fun.
Uh,
Fun movies.
I speaking of movies, I also watched a couple films this week. Uh, in addition to the one we saw, which we can talk about.
Yeah, I almost feel like that's main episode fodder, although we
I
have a guest.
agree. I agree. I agree. I watched, leafing through Criterion Channel.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they have a pack they released called Stunts. I was like, okay, let's
Okay.
look through this. So I watched the movie Bullet with Steve McQueen,
Mm,
a movie I have never seen.
I've never heard of it.
Are you aware? Okay, there's a very famous thing about this movie. Do you know what it is?
No, I've just told you I've never heard of it.
Have you heard of it?
Go on.
It has an extremely famous car chase, widely regarded to be one of the best car chases in movie history.
Okay.
And people call it a muscle car movie because there's like cool. It's from 1968.
1968 Mustang,
Yep,
yeah.
yep, exactly. It's got like cool, chunky old cars in it. And it was good. It was fine. The car chase is fun. It's very 60s. A lot of these things now are more fun as period pieces than as actual movies.
Yeah.
And to watch, Jacqueline Bisset in a canary yellow shirt dress with knee-high black boots, it's like, that's awesome. This is a look that existed in this time and place, and it rules to see someone unironically like wearing it just because that's what they were wearing then. It was worth watching. Who's in it? Robert Vaughn and a youngish Norman Fell, which was interesting to see. Robert Duvall, also R.I.P.
Nice.
So that was, I don't know if I'd rush out to see it. People seem to like it more than I did, but whatever. I've heard it referred to since I was reading about it as the ultimate dad movie.
Yes.
It's like Steve McQueen being cool driving a fucking car and shooting people.
Speaking of incredible car chases, I'll reiterate that William Friedkin's Jade is a terrible movie. It's written by Joel Esterhaas, who did Basic Instinct and Showgirls, so he already is a weirdo who's kind of bad at writing. And I say that with the utmost affection for both Basic Instinct and Showgirls. But it's so bad, and it has the best car chase, hands down, I've ever seen in a movie.
Friedkin crushes it with the car chases, right? Because French Connection and
never
Live
seen
and Die,
French Connection.
French Connection, the car chase in French Connection is truly maybe the best car chase I've ever seen. It is unbelievable. Like a level of like, how the fuck did they do this type filmmaking?
Yeah, that's how the one in Jade feels, because it's like, oh my God, he did not get permits for, this is like real on the streets of San Francisco, and it is insane.
That's where Bullet takes place too. Bullet is, I think I read it was the first like car chase filmed in a major city.
Interesting.
On the streets. But also, now I've never seen this one, but apparently the car chase in To Live and Die in LA is also supposed to be amazing.
Okay.
So for this, I don't know what it is with Friedkin and cars. Like,
he gets it, man.
Yeah.
Same with Sorcerer.
Chasing Pazuzu around. I guess you get used to moving quick.
I gotta rewatch Sorcerer. I think that's one of the best movies I've seen in the past 5 years.
Well, the other film that I watched as part of the blank check thing is I rewatched The Hudsucker Proxy.
Oh,
which is a movie I haven't seen in a very long time, and I remember loving, and it's even better than I remembered.
Is it Coen Brothers? Am I making that up?
Yes, it is Coen Brothers. That's part of the thing. That's why I watched it, because Blank Check did a Coen Brothers series. It's their fifth movie, I think. It is so fucking great. I feel like it's like, what if Tim Burton made good movies? That's what Hudsucker is like. Yes. It's so stylized. It's a screwball comedy. It's an homage to, Hawks and Sturges and Capra and all these guys. And
Jennifer
so
Jason
many
Leigh.
great people. Yep, Jennifer Jason Leigh, who is doing such an affected performance that in the first 10 seconds, you're like, I don't know if I can deal with this. And then you get used to it and it rules. I mean, she's doing an archetype of a movie because she's talking like this. What if we talked like this the whole movie? That kind of thing. Fast talking career gal. And she's great.
I love her.
She's amazing. Paul Newman, the biggest star that they had ever worked with to this point. Also incredible. Old Paul Newman just he's a villain. He's a straight up villain in this movie.
Was this early Coen Brothers?
Early-ish. It's their fifth or so film.
Oh, right. You said
so
that.
it's right after Barton Fink.
Okay. Another movie I haven't seen.
I love Barton Fink. This movie, I think everything about the Hudsucker Proxy works and works great. The acting is awesome. The set design, the production design is unfucking believable. It's legitimately really funny. I cannot recommend this movie highly enough.
Okay.
And it's fun. It's just fun the whole time. Apparently, it was an early script they wrote with Sam Raimi that they were just like, we have no idea how to make this, and then got a budget, and this was the first one that they made, and it was a huge
Fascinating.
bomb. Like nobody got it,
Right.
and
I mean, it's a pretty bad title.
it's a bad title, which I've grown to love, but it I think this is worth seeing. You've never seen it?
Nope.
I watch it and watch it on a big TV because it's rad.
Okay.
And truly some shots where you're like, how the fuck did they do this? Yeah, it's great.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So that was my my movie week.
Brian, have you ever had any pistachio butter?
Well, let me think. I've had plenty of nut butter.
I know.
Now, usually I clean it off,
Yeah, I know.
but sometimes I do eat it. And let me think of the types of nut butters that I've consumed.
Anyway, pistachio butter, I've never...
I don't think, wait, I'm thinking. You asked me a question. I would appreciate the respect of you waiting for my response.
You're taking too long.
I do not believe I have had pistachio butter, Leighton.
I got to take a Canadian to World Market for the first time, which
like
was...
Cost Plus World Market?
What does that mean?
It's like the big store that has weird shit in it.
Yeah, Cost Plus.
Isn't that what it's called? Isn't it Cost Plus World Market?
I think it's just World Market.
Did they rebrand? I swear to God, this used to be called Cost Plus World Market. Hold on. Yes, they rebranded. Now it's just World Market.
Yeah, that
Okay,
place
I didn't realize that.
fucking rules.
It kind of does, actually.
And we went because they just have so much in the food area.
Yes.
We got so much good stuff, but pistachio butter was one of them. And it's almost like it's like Nutella in terms of flavor. I mean, it's so nutty.
It's so buttery.
And so buttery. Really good on toast. I'm excited to try it with some other stuff. What else did we get? We got this like nut honey that it's like this beautiful, it's stuffed like the side, there's like a design that they made with the pistachios. It's very good in yogurt with granola, lots of different candies and cookies and chips, because if real ones know, egg yolk chips and honey butter chips are the best chip flavors.
I'll go with the egg yolk on that. Yeah, those are good. Were they a little sweet, those?
Yeah, but they taste very accurately like egg yolks, because I mean they use powdered egg yolks. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing. In Wilmington, there's a World Market right next to the biggest movie theater, and the move was always to go to World Market, buy fancy chocolate, and then sneak it.
Oh fuck yeah, sneak it into the theater because the chocolate there's pretty good, pretty solid.
It's amazing.
I have a food product that I've been enjoying recently that I bought at a fancy food store. Look this up. It's Marconi brand Chicago style hot giardiniera. Do you know what giardiniera is?
Yeah, I do.
This shit fucking rules.
Okay.
Hot peppers. I don't know what's in it, like cauliflower, carrots, hot peppers. It is unbelievable.
What are you putting that on?
Sandwiches. Actually, I put it on sandwiches. I put it on a turkey sandwich. It's like oily. It's an oil.
Nice.
And it's fucking hot. It's really hot. It's great. And also we made pot roast on Sunday and I dumped a bunch of this in the pot roast. I let Audrey is increasingly interested in spicy foods, as happens to one. And I was like, Audrey, take a tiny bite of this carrot. And she was like, oh my God, no. And had to get some milk right away. But this stuff, if you like this kind of thing at all, I cannot recommend this more highly because,
I think I'd be into the oil itself, but not the chunks.
Oh, the chunks are the best part.
I know.
Packed by V. Formosa Company, Des Plaines, Illinois.
Nice.
Yeah.
My dad for Christmas, he always sends me a big box of World Market snacks because I have too much shit in here, and I will always be happy to receive snacks. But he sent, there's a place called PT's Grill in Wilmington, and I had asked my dad for Christmas if you can get me a jar of salsa from Flaming Amy's, which is like a local burrito place, and they have a salsa bar. They have a peach salsa and a pineapple salsa, and they're my two favorites. Apparently they don't sell them anymore, but my dad went to PT's and got a container of seasoning that they use on their fries. The way I've been putting this on every single thing I've cooked for the past 2 weeks, it is like, it's almost like everything bagel seasoning, but it has like a strong lemon. There's like lemon oil in it. I've been putting it in mashed potatoes, steak, popcorn, vegetables, like we did broccolini and Brussels sprouts, asparagus. Like, it's good on everything. I'm obsessed with it. I told my dad it's like one of the best gifts I've ever received.
What is your relationship with Lowry's seasoned salt?
It's good. I don't currently own any. But I like it.
Jar. So I went to the Tam O'Shanter here in Los Angeles, which is apparently the birthplace of Lowry's. And I'd been before, but not too recently. And to me, it was just like, okay, this is cool. It's like kind of a Scottish restaurant. And an old college friend of mine was in town, so family and I went with him. And he was like, he just kind of showed up. He didn't really know anything about it. And we sat down, and there was Lowry's on the table. He was like, oh my God. He said, I don't know if you know this, but in Black culture, Lowry's seasoned salt is everywhere. He's like, my mom put this on every single thing growing up. And when he found out it was the birthplace of the Lowry's thing, he was like, I got to tell my family, but like, this is like big news. And I have never had much of a relationship with Lowry's seasoned salt, and I didn't realize it was like a big thing in Black American culture either. So
for folks at home who don't know what's in it and don't feel like Googling, fine popcorn salt, superfine sugar, cornstarch, celery salt, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, ground turmeric, cayenne pepper, and MSG.
It's fine. Like, it's good.
Yeah. I own Lowry's garlic salt, which I use a good bit.
Garlic salt I like a lot. Yes. I use celery salt. Specifically in tuna salad.
Yeah, that's smart.
The main thing I put in tuna salad. And celery salt.
Ever since places started selling everything bagel seasoning, that's such a go-to. On eggs.
Yep.
Like hard-boiled or soft-boiled eggs, it's the greatest.
I was doing this the other day, on a plain bagel with cream cheese, shake it on there. Now you got everything bagel.
I do that too. Same with toast with stuff on it.
Yep. You're paying plain bagel prices for everything bagel taste.
Yeah, and it's in the better part of the bagel. On the outside, you're getting...
Fucking thank you.
Yeah, you're getting sediment coming off.
And our local bagel establishment has a type of everything bagel where all it does is spill its seeds and such all over everything. So you're eating this bagel and it's just like, it's very onanistic. You're eating this bagel and it's just shedding all over everything. They really go hard on the poppies.
It's always the fucking poppy
it's always
seeds.
Which is the least interesting part.
Yeah.
I don't want a lot of poppy seeds. Like a sprinkling. They fucking coat this thing in poppy seeds, and all it does is barf poppy seeds everywhere it encounters.
Well, that's in your rider every time. You want everything bagels with all poppy seeds manually removed.
That's right. And if I catch a single poppy seed, the show is off. And it's for fire safety. That's actually why. Did you know that, Leighton? It's to ensure that they've read the rest of our safety instructions, which are where to touch me or not to touch me. The answer is nowhere, of course. It's all fair game. Who's allowed to touch me? Who's allowed to touch me where? The answer is everybody, everywhere. When they should be touching me? The answer
everybody,
is all the time.
everywhere, all at once.
Yes, that's right. I proposed, by the way, a hands on a hard body type situation for myself where we get a bunch of people to touch me And whoever can last the longest wins some sort of prize. Maybe that prize is me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that would be a very interesting experiment.
Yeah.
Rachel didn't seem as intrigued by it.
Shocking.
I know. Who would have thought my wife would want to hear about one of my cockamamie schemes?
You
know me and my get-rich-quick schemes.
I do know your get-rich-quick schemes.
Get touched quick.
I've been on the production has been paused on my corporate job for a little bit. So I've had some very nice time off. And then suddenly I got an email from one of my higher ups like, hey, can we have a quick catch-up call tomorrow for 10 minutes? And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm getting fired. I'm being let go. And then I got on the call and they were like, everything's fine. We're coming back. We wanted to talk to you because we have another job we want to put you on.
Oh, shit.
And I was like,
okay.
Oh, fuck.
That's
the
good and bad,
being
right?
Like, I am going to accept the loss of my job, and then being like, we have more projects for you. At the same time, then being like, because you're really talented and you've done such a great job, and it's like, that is not
and
the
that's
vibe.
why we want to replace you with AI.
Yeah, that's not the vibe that I've been getting from the feedback for the past 2 years.
Right.
So it was a little shocking. And then the intro email they sent was clearly written by ChatGPT.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I recently, I don't know if I'm the only one. First of all, congratulations. That's great news.
Thanks.
I have been getting fed so many Instagram posts which are so clearly written by AI.
Yeah.
It's like these multi-paragraph things where it's just depressing to see.
It's not just annoying. It's depressing.
Yes. It's depressing to see someone just offloading all this work, and they all sound the same, and they're all dumb.
Yeah.
And half the time, I don't know. I just hate to see it.
The email thing really gets me because I realize
that's much worse than
corporate America here, and that's just kind of the way the wind is blowing right now. But it's like, why would I dignify you with a handwritten response if you're just going to outsource this to ChatGPT? And also, when I ask you questions that it's supposed to be your job to answer, you're like, oh, why don't you ask ChatGPT? No.
Yeah, no. From a person I work with, anybody here knows, so it's not someone that you're thinking of. That
you should be champing at the bit to cancel.
Yeah. It is nobody whose name anybody here knows. But a person that I work with recently sent me a set of guidelines for a thing I need to make, which was very clearly written by ChatGPT. And I was like, oh, they're dropping like flies, Leighton.
I do not want to hear like, oh, I did it to help my grammar or whatever. No, you fucking didn't. Be an adult.
You did it because it's easier for you.
You did it because it's the path of least resistance, and I clock you immediately, and I lose respect for you.
Yep. Just rate me. Rate me like a human being.
The thing is, my job is getting partially supplanted by AI. Like in my absence, they've been doing it, which is also when I come back, it's part of my job to fix that.
Yeah.
So I
funny?
I get to copy edit AI, which is hot garbage. It's really fun.
It does sound fun.
It's nice getting edged out of your vocation by AI in real time.
What am I going to say right now?
What?
I love edging.
I know you do.
Yep. In fact, I'm edging right now because we're edging close to the end of this mini episode.
Yeah.
Should we finish edging and
culminate?
Yeah, or goon, perhaps.
Let's end this here.
Late Night is produced by Brian Wecht and Leighton Gray. Sign up for our Patreon at patreon.com/LeightonNight. Follow us on Twitter at LeightonNight, on Instagram at Leighton_Night, or email us at LeightonNight@gmail.com.